able to be prepared to jump upon that opportunity if it arises. If the Netherlands falls, Ceylon will turn rebel. Now if that turns rebel, we must be prepared to disengage from wherever we are and absolutely, with all haste move into Ceylon. Here they come, here they come. I absolutely knew it. I just knew it. Let's end the turn. Let's see what happens here, my friends. There it is. And look at that. Terrifying, their wealth is spectacular. They do have a lot of enemies, and we just added to that list. They've got allies. They've got a lot of trade partners as well, but we knew that was coming. That's fine. We take this fight, my friends. That's a large army they got there, but they have taken a beating here. We're going to take this fight, and then we're going to have to recruit some troops in Tunis. If we had some guns here now, we'd be absolutely tearing them to pieces. Let's get into them. Take the fight to them. Yes. Mod, Knights of St. John, and this, my friends, is how we left it last time, where we took Algiers. We have now secured probably the largest land mass we have available at the moment on the North African sort of continent, or the African continent, should I say. It really is a great expansive territory here, but it doesn't provide much in terms of income. But that does not mean it will not be valuable to us. It really will. Now, once again, my friends, your advice, your plans, your tactics, your strategies have been absolutely incredible. They really have. I've thoroughly enjoyed reading them, thoroughly enjoyed responding to your comments. I do apologise for those who I haven't responded to yet. Unfortunately, when I was responding to the emails, it was very late, and in fact I fell asleep replying to them. It was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, so I did fall asleep. So I do apologise for that, but I will promise you I will reply to all the comments. Now, as you can see here, we have now established ourselves on a mainland. We are actually now off the island of Malta, still our capital, still the absolute hub of our oncoming empire, should I say. But again, what if you said, Mala, you need to dig in now, you need to sort of absolutely pull every single piece of gold you can out of these sort of regions we've got. Now we have to really, really focus, and also the sort of the theme running through all your comments was how important Spain is to us. Now, as many of you said, they could be the absolute linchpin. They could be the real key to unlocking a lot of other nations here. They really, really could. In terms of, if we're able to get alliance with them, we could really be and have a formidable power at our disposal. Not our disposal, but covering our back, as it were. Or, if they turn against us, they could theoretically wipe us out. Now, of course, we do have Britain who declared war on us for absolutely no reason. I cannot see why Britain would want Malta. It has got nothing to do with them at all. It has no strategic value to Britain whatsoever. Britain are here. I would have thought a war with France or even Spain would have been more predominant for them. Maybe they want it so they can sort of use it as a forward operating base against Spain, or maybe even maybe able to strike down into the south here in the Mediterranean through France. But other than that, I cannot see any strategic reason for Britain to have or want Malta. It is just, I think they just want to take it off us because they see us as a weakened force. But we will not give in, my friends. There's every chance as well they could just simply land their troops and come along and try and take these you know, this Tunis and Algiers off us. But we are going to sort of carry on until something happens. We just cannot really sort of be sat here worrying about what Britain must do. We must carry on. We also must be, you know, take every precaution we can here. And as you can see here, this is the army that really wrestled Algiers from the Barbary states. We are starting to replenish them. You can see they have taken a little bit of a thrashing here. We have got 2 of our cavalry moving back into position here. We are going to slowly but surely build this army back up to where it was. And we are going to add additional units to it. As you can see, we've already got 2 colonial rifles in here. So we are sort of building, just in case the Barbary states have moved the camel nomads here into this position. I'm not sure for what reason, but still we are going to be fully prepared to meet anything that comes this way. We have our gentlemen here. Of course, we don't have any research or technology whatsoever. We don't have the facility to do that until we take another sort of a region that has the ability to either build a school or has a school already built, ready to use. Now, we're going to assume we're not going to get that for another year, so we're going to be very, very much behind the sort of the technology curve, as it were. But we are not going to let that put us off. We've also got 2 ships here ready to move out for trade. We're just going to dip our toes into the trade nodes here. We're not going to be sort of putting a whole fleet into the trade nodes only for it to be completely wiped out. We must be and proceed with caution here. And as rightly said, I was probably sort of concentrating more on the sort of the finer points instead of the simpler points. So, as was already mentioned, we could have probably removed this Barbary fleet here by blockading the port, then pushing the trade fleet past it, and then moving the fleet back into wherever it was, down into here. So we didn't do that. I missed that opportunity. That is entirely my fault. So it's nobody else's fault apart from mine. That was a decision I made. Now, we can here actually sneak past here. We could actually sneak past. We're going to do that. We're actually going to try and sneak past here. Now we've got to be wary because if the British spot us, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. We're going to try and hug the coast here of Morocco, here in the Eastern Atlantic. We're going to try and get, we can't actually reach here yet, but if we could just get to here, it would be an absolute boon for us. Gentlemen, if you would please. Thank you. And also, the renaming conventions will be, the promotions will be put into full effect, I can promise you. I've got Spain here. We're at peace with Spain, and that's fine. Let's have a look at Spain's diplomatic relations before we go any further here. They're at war with, they're not at war with Britain, which is an absolute menace. It really is. But they're alliance with France, and is France at war with Britain at all? No, they're not. We really would like either one of these to be at war with Britain. That really would be an absolute boon for us. But patience is a virtue, my friends. Patience is a virtue. It might very well come that they may declare war, especially if France destroys the United Provinces, which could be a possibility. Now, as you can see, France are -4 at the moment. Territorial expansion is probably the reason why. Historical grievances as well. We would really like to try and get some technology off them. Oh, even just, even improved animal husbandry would be fantastic. And payments, we'll offer 1,000. Let's just see if we can sweeten the deal here. No, they're just not interested. What about Spain? Now, Spain are friendly with us. What have they got here? They've only got canister shot. And they got improved grenades. It's got a square formation. Now, square formation would suit us well here. Let's try and get at least some kind of technology. From them. Let's offer 1,000. I don't think it's going to be enough. No. Okay, that's fine. Now, with that in mind, we are ultimately looking to Morocco. Now, many of you said also, Mala, be careful, because Morocco is really a real key Spanish sort of domain they want here. They want that region more than anything. Now, if the opportunity arises that we can take Morocco without any problem from the Spanish, then we will do that. But what we are going to be doing, as you have already said, is look for any particular areas. Now, particularly Patras. Patras here is somewhere, or even Greece here. Many of you said, Mala, try and get Greece, maybe try and get the sort of the Greek peninsula, as it were, here. There's Patras and Athens under your control if possible. Now, we will try and look for that. Remember, Venice does have some pretty powerful allies here. Now, as you can see here, the allies of the Spanish and of Austria. Now, if we go against those, we're going to be in big trouble. So we have to be very careful where we strike out here. Now, they're also friendly with us. One of the few friends we've got in the area here. Italian states still friendly with us as well. Savoy are friendly with us. And look at that, New Spain, very friendly. So pretty much the smaller nations here are on our side, probably because we are a small nation at the moment as well. What will happen when we sort of expand? Who knows? But we are beginning now, and also, if I'm not mistaken, and we still don't have the tax from this region coming in yet. So we will, as soon as we brought this population under firm control, then we'll be able to unleash this tax as well. Well, that will boost our income significantly. We're on 1,056 here. See, the armor upkeep has dropped because of the casualties from the last fight. 1134. Our trade income is going up. That's probably because of the bonus here as well. Indeed, look at that, 106 and 160, 102 bonus. Because these signify you get a bonus the longer you're in trade with a sort of a faction or a region or a power, the more bonus you get. So the longer you're trading with them, the bigger the bonus. As you can see here, the bonus is 116 and 102 here. The more we are trading with the Ottomans and New Spain, the bigger our bonus will be at the end of that sort of trading time. But again, we're keeping an eye on things. We've sort of put a small force in here. We're going to try and recruit some cannon. I think it's definitely important that we get cannon on the books here. We've got 9,055. We've got to try and keep this bank up as high as we can here. We don't want to let it slip. If we were to take Morocco, we might even want to trade it in maybe for something, maybe even Naples. That might be a possibility, because I know that Spain would probably want to control the Gibraltar Straits, and to be honest with you, we'd probably want Spain to control it as well. And a trade there would be most beneficial to us. It really would. Naples would be an absolute boon here. As you can see, they've already got a fisheries here, major fisheries. It's bringing in. So that's what we're actually building here in Algiers. We're actually dismantling this, and we're going to build a fishery here to bring in income and food for the population. It is our responsibility to look after the populace, and now under our control, and we shall do thus. And also we need a governor's palace here to bring in that additional tax bonus. So it's going to be, we're going to aim for taking Tripoli here. Tripoli is our next goal to bring this under our control. We've got a trading port here in Sirte. Any other ports, villages along the way here? We've got Benghazi here on the coast. This is all Ottoman territories. We've got nothing else. You can see a pretty barren region here. Oh, we got Misrata here. Misrata here is also here. So we've got 2 towns, 2 villages that possibly are going to be becoming available here. We've got Kesrin, which is 70 turns. But again, growth is going up, and so is the growth. And here is all, look at that. Growth is going up quite significantly here. There's no minus effects here on growth. And plus 0.45, actually going up to almost 0.5%. Look at that. It's going to be pretty quick here, the growth, because there's no negative effects to growth. Because of course we haven't got tax. Tax is not holding back growth. So it has its benefits. Okay, I think that's all we can do pretty much here. We're at the mercy of the British to a point, and they have got a significant force here. Let's hope they don't blockade this, otherwise a big chunk of our money will go down here. It really will, and that's going to hurt us significantly. But we can also try and get ourselves a royal palace, but that's a huge investment. But we don't think small, my friends. We think big, but we think big in the smaller context to start with. But ultimately, I'd love to get my hands on Morocco. It really would do us a massive benefit to have Morocco, and also to have a shipyard on the East Atlantic, you know, sort of front, as it were. But can we get these into the subcontinent here? That would be a wonderful sight. It really would. Right, let's end the turn. Let's not hang around anymore. Stay away from us, Britain. Oh, I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. We can run, but we're not going to run now. We've lost them. So that proves we can't go through that way. We're going to have to try and get... We've got no chance. Drats. So the British are not going to allow us to move out just yet. Oh my gosh, look at that. And they're raiding that line there. That is a real menace to us. Come on now, Spain. You've got to do something here. We just got to accept that that's the way it is. Now we know the British are there. We cannot move out just yet until we sort of build those trade nodes. if Spain were at war with Britain, we could hide in the sort of next to the Spanish port in sort of Gibraltar, as it were, or just outside Gibraltar, and we could actually use that to hide by, so that the British have to engage the Spanish fleet there to be able to get to our fleet. And I don't think they would, excuse me, my friends, I don't think they would probably do that then. They would probably just sort of back away. That would allow us to escape quite quickly out of that sort of net. But at the moment, we're not going to waste any more ships, because that is money wasted. We just wasted those ships. We just simply cannot reach those trade points unless we can get to one of the ships somewhere else. I wonder. Let's not give up just yet. But since we're in the Mediterranean here, we're pretty much trapped by... Oh, well done, Russia. Well done, sir. Sweden. New Spain. Morocco, who are becoming a bit of a nuisance here to the Ottomans. That's not going to be particularly... I really wouldn't mind having sort of the order, as I'm going to call it here, the Knights of St. John, moving back into sort of its homeland, as it were, its spiritual home, shall I say, with the Middle East. Of course, that was created for. There it is, look at that. They've obviously got spies loitering around here. But the thing is, they think they can probably try to deter us, but that they're not going to. And that's fine. There. Oh, look at that. Well, like I said, we're not going to be pushed around here by rioters. And that has brought them now under full control. As soon as we've gotten rid of this occupation, resistant occupation, then we will be unleashing the tax on us here, on them here. But now we've brought that firmly under control, and I think we can also... No, actually, what have we got coming in here? 1078. We'll actually wait for that to be... we'll bring that in here, and then we can sort of move. We've got our army here. It's not a massive army. A lot of them have taken a little bit of a beating here. This cavalry is going to cost us a little bit to repair and replenish. What about the general here? Only 65. I think we'll just repair and replenish the general bit by bit. Now, let's have a look. Can we reach any of these trade nodes here? Oh. So of course, what we can do is now move into the America and go via America. That's what we should have done. Completely my mistake. And that loss is entirely on my head there. But that doesn't mean we give up, so we're going to build 2 more sloops. Thus, that should give us the ability to move into one of the trade nodes, at least explore what's going on there. Alright, let's end the turn. Let's see what happens here. Austria. That's a pretty big fleet there. They're obviously raiding the Spanish trade lines there. Or even the French trade lines, I beg your pardon. And also the Spanish ones. So I think Spain are at war with the United Provinces. I'm surprised that Spain haven't hit Portugal yet. That is highly unusual. And of course the Ottomans, who seem to be expanding even further. If they moved deeper into Portuguese and Polish territory, I beg your pardon, Portuguese there on the brain there. If they move deeper into Polish territory here, possibly. We'll have to examine that possibility there. Now, don't do it, Russia. Don't do it. They're obviously coming down here to probably explore the war they've got with the Ottomans. We only hope the Ottomans can hold on. They are a major trading power of ours, but still, we're not going to get involved in any of their conflicts. Mysore. Venice really are socking it to the Ottomans there. They really are sending them quite a message. Yes! That is what happens to spies and indeed traitors. Now we've brought that back up here. 879. Ooh, 1065. Gone down a little bit there. Infrastructure is complete. Excellent. Now, let's just send this ship here. Via this route. We're going to go to the East Indies Trade Theatre. Let's get that going right away. We're going to examine what we've got, the possibility, what options we've got here. Don't hit any British ships. Do not confront any British ships. Thank you, good sir. And until we meet again. Morocco clearly worried about what's going on here. Now that's been repaired. Now actually we could invest in one of these here. That would set us up pretty nicely, but I think it's probably best if we invest in here. I think the Governor's Palace. 5 turns would give us a pretty substantial bonus here to our tax income, which again we're trying to squeeze every single gold piece we can out of what we've got. We are running on a very, very limited budget here. Oh, actually, wait a minute, sir. We've got this just sat here waiting, so in fact what we will do is invest in the local fisheries, and that'll give us an additional 250 here to the regional wealth. So that'll be excellent to see. And how is this coming along here? Not quite under control. If we... oh, look at that, -1 there. So we need to bring that down. And actually, we're probably best if we invest in replenishing and repairing these gentlemen here. It's going to cost us a little bit here, but still, it's worth it. Let's get this army back up to full strength here. And yeah, not quite. I think we'll probably invest in... let's have a look at what we got here. Probably in demi-cannons. One of these as well. Okay, we're going to start building a secondary army here. We need to take Tripoli. Oh dear, they're starting to build armies here. They're starting to build armies here. That is not going to bode well for us. They're still being supported here by the Ottomans, so we're going to have to crush this pretty quickly. But we can't at the moment. We simply don't have the forces just yet. Looks like we're going to have to invest a little bit more into our armies at the moment. Right, let's end the turn. We're going to have to leave some militia behind in Tripoli. Come on now, Spain. Ottomans. Stay focused on Ottomans. We've got to check as well if they're moving into Polish territory, because if they are, we're seeing a significant expansion by the Ottomans, which is highly unusual. But if that pushes them into being a greater power, which means we get more trade with them, then I'm all for it. It'll benefit us. We indirectly benefit from a strong Ottoman Empire, as we do with a significantly stronger new Spain, because that does allow us to really get the benefits of their sort of bigger economy, which then is then pushed out. If when they export, we get that. We get the benefits of them exporting their goods, their money, their trade to our territories as well. So indirectly, a stronger new Spain and a stronger Ottoman Empire benefits us, which is ultimately what we're after. But we've got to take care of these Barbary states before they grow too strong there in Tripoli. Of course, let's just examine. Yeah, they're starting to increase here. Whoa. Steady gentleman there. What's happening here? Oh, -4. I don't believe it. That's going to drop our tax income here, and it has. Drats. We're doing well but look at that. It's dropped our global tax income, which is not good. That's hitting us pretty bad there. How is growth here? Going up to 9 here. And Algiers has gone to 14 here. Excellent. So we're starting to see that growth. Still not bringing that down there. Okay, now we can probably feel the benefits of that. 1281. Now we've got it under control here. As you can see, we've got 357 coming in. Tax predicted here. It's obviously going to hit growth, which is, you know, understandable here. So tax burden of 0.24%, 24%, 31% tax rate, which is pretty low considering. So we're probably going to get 1,281 next turn round. Look at that tax income there. It's already gone up substantially by opening up the coffers of Algiers here. How do we invest in the governor's palace? It's going to drop us down quite substantially there. But we need to really push our taxes as best we can here. Or do we go for a Grand Opera House and sort of increase this here? I think we might go for a Grand Opera House. How's the fisheries doing here? Almost done. We'll wait for that to finish. What I think we might do is just invest in another colonial regiment here. And also, now we'll wait and see what that ship brings back. We need that sort of report from them, from that ship, to see what those trade nodes are doing here. But we've got to keep an eye on this here. They are going to build up a force here. They'll probably try and take Tunis back off us. I think that's why it's probably important that instead of getting that, we invest instead in bringing this army up to full strength here. Now, cavalry has been vital, so we're going to have to take the plunge here and just invest in putting the cavalry back to where it was, which is getting a full strength cavalry regiments, because they're going to prove vital to us. They really are. We have 2 regiments here, and we've got a cannon incoming. We'll have to be very careful they don't move towards us here. But if they do, we will move this army out. We will turn off the tax once again. We'll move the army out. We'll meet, and we'll probably just go straight for Tripoli. We'll probably use this ship here, get the, you know, board the army from Algiers, turn off the tax. Turn off the tax here. Because remember, the garrison here is really, you know, is repressing the population down here. I mean, the upper class is fine. The higher classes, they're fine. They don't mind. They're on board already. They are. But the lower classes are going to feel mighty peeved once we leave. So we have to exempt them from tax. Probably maybe even leave a militia unit in here, possibly. So I think we will probably have a militia unit soon, or maybe even the desert warriors here. We've got Amazonians as well, Amazons. So probably put those into there as well, and try and then move this army around, take care of Tripoli, and that way then we won't have to worry about the Barbary states ever again. They'll be gone permanently, and it will have all of North Africa apart from Morocco under our control. But again, we have to have a steady hand here. A steady but firm and controlled discipline, my friends, really is an absolute necessity here. I wish we could get an alliance with Spain. It would really bolster us something chronic. Nope, they're just not interested at all. Okay, let's end the turn here. Let's see what happens. United Provinces. I wonder if Britain can actually move out, because they're at war with... Ooh, what's going to hit them there? I wish they would be at war with... Gentlemen, please. If Spain would declare war or vice versa on Britain, it would really help us out significantly. Now looks like the Ottomans are moving up. Russia. New Spain. Morocco. Oh, look at that. Well, well, well. The first engagement, sir. Could that activate possibly a Spanish response? Oh, that would be mightily impressive if so. Where are Courland going exactly? Why is there all these ships moving into the Mediterranean? 1284. Oh, look at that. 1962. And our tax income has gone up indeed, sir. +1 happiness and ability, which is fine. Excellent. Oh. It's arrived. It has arrived. And Spain is here as well. Now that is 13 colonies. Oh, look what they're bringing in. Sweden. Marathons. Venice. Oh, it's available. Oh, it's available. I don't believe it. It's available. We've got a trade node. We've got a trade node in the East Indies. We are now going to build on this. Look at the trade. Okay, we're going to invest. We are going to invest, my friends. Holy smokes, that is that could be a lifesaver. Okay, we're going to invest. Here. And also, no. We've got this here now, where we can recruit. It's a light galleon. We don't need it. We need sloops. We're actually going to have a sloop here as well, I think. No, we're going to get light galleys. What can they do here? Can we use those as well? Can we use the galleys? Will they bring us in that as well? Oh, get a fishing fleet here. I think we invest in that as well there. Okay, still there. But I think will the light galleys actually do the same work here for us? Got a galley here. $413. I think we will have a galley coming out of here as well. Or a light galley, they're cheaper. But that costs a bit more firepower to it as well, but not much. But it costs a little bit more. We'll have a light galley. Whew. Okay, how are they doing here? Have they stopped at that? They've just stopped at that there, which is fine. That's fine. We've got our army here. And how is the population? They're still not under that control there. If we were to exempt them from tax, that would be fine, but they're still not happy with us. 422 tax income. Why are Courland here? Why are Courland here? They're at war with the Barbary states. They're at war with Prussia. Actually, that's what we must do. We must look and see what's going on here. No. They haven't moved in at all here. Poland have actually stopped here in Breslau. France haven't moved any further at all into the Dutch regions. Britain is actually going great guns here. Look at this, they're upgrading so fast. And we need to do the same pretty soon. We've got 1884. If we can get that trade income boost up pretty substantially here by the trade, we are going to be sitting pretty. And actually, let's get recruitment here going. Another light galley here. We're going to send them all to that trade node and pull in as much as we can here. Right, let's end the turn. Let's see what happens. Will Britain keep away from us? Don't do it, Britain. Don't do it. Poland. We're doing what exactly? The Ottomans are responding. Ottoman Empire. Are they moving now towards the Polish, or are they just reinforcing their borders? Now, what exactly is Russia doing in this region here? Obviously looking to attack the... Whoa, they've just attacked the Ottomans pretty hard there. Morocco. Hang on a minute. Courland. I thought that was more of a scouting mission than anything. Ah, they're raiding as well. And pirates. 1339. That's gone down significantly there, but we're still okay here. We're not looking too bad. -1 happiness, brilliant. Excellent. Right, of course we've taken a hit there because we've had all those ships involved in. So we're going to have our sloop Pegasus. Moving into the East Indies here, we've also got the Navy here. Alliance, not much, but still moving in again into the East Indies. And last but by no means least, Mohawk, also moving into the middle. Oh, wait a minute, sir. So we're going to move into the port here. Obviously not going to be able to reach. Oh, only 2. That is not a massive amount, is it really? Oh, look at that. 1057 there. $425. We really need to bring this under control here. What will happen to our attacks there? Oh, that's going to fall off the cliff there, isn't it? So we need those trade nodes to really offset that. Oh no, they're increasing their armies here. They are looking for a fight. I think we might have to take the plunge here and really go for these and rid ourselves of these. That's not going to be good there, is it? Okay. 284. I think we might have to take the plunge in a moment and actually attack and just see what happens here. What we might do is just move. I think what we'll do, we'll recruit Desert Warriors. I think what we're going to do then is we're going to have to take out the Barbary states. We're going to have to. They're going to get stronger and stronger, and they've got a pretty decent garrison as well here. They could outgun us here. So we're going to have to really bring everything to bear here, and also do that as well and bring these up. We're going to have to replenish the armies. We're going to take the plunge here. We're going to recruit, I think, the Desert Warriors, but no, I think we'll use some Amazonians here, or Amazons. Or Colonial Light Infantry, or Light Cavalry, I beg your pardon, which could actually help us out significantly here. I know it's going to hit our income here, but we need to really get rid of the Barbary states here. I think that's what we're going to do. We've got the ship here. We might have to move around quickly to here and then attack the Barbary states as quickly as possible. Okay, let's do this. Don't do anything silly, Britain. Spain are going for the Ottomans big time here. Wow, they're raiding this line so hard. If if we see the collapse of the Ottomans, we might have to take the plunge. But we've got to get rid of the Barbary states first. That's absolutely vital. Taking their time here, obviously deciding what they want to do, but hang on, is that Austria diving into here? Has Austria cut a path out of here? Have they taken something back off the... I can't quite see there. Ooh. The Ottomans have tried to remove the enemy from their ports there, but they haven't quite succeeded. Looks like Russia was a little bit too strong for them. Ooh. Looks like Russia's taking a bit of a beating there. Sweden. New Spain. Come on, New Spain. Looks like they're going to go searching for the British, possibly. Oh no! They've hit the Bahamas here. Cutting off British trade. I don't have a problem with that one bit. Nothing silly, Courland. Nothing silly, sir. Whoa, that was a shock. Nothing yet here, nothing in it. We're going to have to make the move here, I think. We've just got to do it.
Sì, mio sire. Avanti, in marcia! Signor sì. Uomini, avanti!
Okay, we've brought that under control. That's going to become reduced. We have lost... Oh, good grief, that is going to be brutal. Okay, now, we've got to play this very, very carefully here.
Mio sire, pronti e in attesa di ordini.
Piegare le vele. In attesa di altri ordini.
Sì, mio sire.
Muoviamoci.
Signore. Altri ordini?
Pronti. Vele spiegate. Qualche ordine?
Let's see if we can hit them.
Vele
Preparatevi
spiegate.
alla battaglia!
Verso dove, capitano? Pronti a ripartire.
Truppe, avanti! Avanti, in marcia!
That's great, that's good. Wait a minute, wait a minute. They haven't brought that in yet.
Virare di bordo.
Fate provviste!
La nave è in condizioni perfette, capitano.
Signor sì!
We're going to throw everything we can here, taking Tripoli out here. Tripoli out here, Tripolitana. Damn, got to get my things better there. Right, have they arrived in the region yet? Oh yeah, it takes them so long to get from there, it really does. We need to get more ships into there as quickly as possible. If we can take Tripoli, we've rid ourselves of these fiends once and for all. And I think we can probably recruit. What have we got active here? Camel nomads. It might be best if we probably get... No, let's just end the turn here. One more turn, that should boost us there. Let's end the turn, let's see what happens here. Britain going against New Spain. Tracking them down. Ooh. Just where we stood out of, I think this is probably, yeah, Straits of Madagascar. So we stayed out of Straits of Madagascar, which is good. Poland. We've got to take Tripoli. We have to take Tripoli. Ottomans. They quite clearly still control a good portion. Oh, still under their control, which is always good to see. Stability is a good thing, my friends, it really is. We're trying to bring stability now to North Africa. If we can just wrestle this off them, we might put ourselves in a good place here. Rid ourselves of a mortal foe. As you can see, this is the hub of where all our trade goes into, right here. The port of, within Istanbul here, and Constantinople here. It really is a vital port for us. It really is. A lot of our trade goes through there, but we could have a direct land route with them now. If we take Tripoli, we could have direct land route with Ottomans. That might prove vital to us. We've got Athens and Greece. If we get our hands on that lot, it would be absolutely fantastic. They're quite clearly struggling naval-wise against the other powers, because the other powers have got, of course, at the early stages, much better early sort of naval technology, particularly Britain and France and Spain. They really are the three sort of naval superpowers, as it were. Oh, well done, Spain. Oh, Italy even. Well done, sir. Well done. Courland, I'm not particularly sure what they were doing there, but still. Well, they keep themselves to themselves, that's fine. The Barbary states didn't do anything there at all. But have they increased their garrison at all? Yes, they have. I absolutely knew it.
In attesa di ordine. Linea di battaglia!
That's a significant amount of troops here. But luckily we've got our own cavalry as well. If we had fire by rank, we would be in a pretty decent position here. But oh, thank you, and thank you again, sir.
Sì, signore. La nave è in condizioni perfette, capitano. Qualche ordine?
Oh, yes. Absolutely fantastic.
Sì, signore. Pronti a ripartire. Qualche
Okay, that is still taking up that trade route there, no there.
Pronti a ripartire.
Okay.
Pronti.
Whew. Okay, 975. Our trade there is pretty expanded. So basically the trade is covering our army upkeep. We need to get more ships in there if possible. But that really could be a lifesaver for us. I kid you not, my friends, it really could. -1. Drats. We could do with that. We really could do with that. But that's fine. That's fine. Growth is pretty strong here at the moment. Look at that. 16 turns there. So growth is going up pretty well. We've got that under control. It might be policy for us to put another militia desert warriors in here. Possibly invest in another ship here. A brig of war. probably get us more, but that's going to cost us a little bit more there. We get a sloop of ore. We're going to try and carry on increasing our income from trade here. Now we've brought them 4 more tons. Can we weaken them enough? Can we actually do this to bring Tripoli under our control? We've got a fully replenished army here and cannons, so that'll help us. If we can keep them, if they come out to attack us, where they'll lose these mortars, they'll have armed populace, they'll have camels, and they'll have the Barbary pirates, which are melee, so they're going to get in close to us and try and attack us closely here. All of them are melee, so if we can give them a good few shots with a cannon, it might just do the trick. We can't really invest in anything else yet. Oh, wait a minute, I can go up again to major fishery here to 500 for the regional wealth, and it'll give us 4th rate ship of the lines. Wow. I didn't expect that coming there, but look at the recruitment cost. That is just eye-watering. How is Spain doing with us here? They're just not interested at all, are they? France are indifferent, but how are France doing here with... They haven't made any moves at all, any inroads at all into the Dutch. I was hoping that the Netherlands might see itself under French... Whoa, look at that. That's taken a hit there. The Havre is taking a real hit there. I was hoping potentially we might see the Dutch collapse and then we could go into Ceylon or one of those other regions, but not yet. Whew, okay, let's end the turn. Let's see what happens here, friends. Okay, obviously Britain's going somewhere. I hope they're not going to be heading our way into that trade node. No! Oh no, Spain, why did you do that? Please, Ottomans, remove the Spanish fleet. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. Wow. What a campaign this is going to be. Once again, the Ottomans taking their time. Now, normally I would edit this part out, but because the Ottomans are so key to our survival, as it were, it's important that we at least keep an eye on what's happening here with the Ottomans, because they really are key to what's happening with us. If Venice was to fall, maybe, I would definitely make a move for Patras there. But again, we're just biding our time. It seems like we're taking our time and things are going slowly, but of course, we're not the great power. So things are not going to come easy to us at all. And we are actually really on the edge of what we can afford to do in terms of both economics, but also militarily. We're on the very edge of what we can afford to do. Venice. Ooh, look at that. That was just brutal. Now that's debts being settled, right? Whoa. And how in everything that is right are they able to bring 8-inch mortars into this fight? Well, we've got to take this fight, my friends. We have to take this fight, but they've got 8-inch mortars, which are the absolute menace. But if we can deal with these, look at their range as well, 500, we're going to stay well out of range of these, well out of range. We're going to try and pick them off. We'll probably send in the Colonial Light Infantry to try and pick these off. And they've got a lot of melee fighters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 regiments of melee fighters. We've really got to do as much damage as we possibly can with the camels. Okay, that's fine. This is a real battle here. We've thrown everything into this. Everything. Right. Let's take this fight, my friends. Let's take this fight. Let's see what it brings us. Let's see what it brings us. It could either bring us complete victory, which means the Barbary states are now completely eliminated and everything North Africa is effectively under our control, or the majority of it is under our control, and we can start to solidify, or we could lose and we would be in big trouble here. Wow. Because we will also get a trading port here. Will it be any good? I'm not sure. Whoa, okay, let's have a look at the lay of the land here. What have the deployment gods given us here? Now, of course, they're going to be in the fort. So the mortars are going to be in the fort. That's fine. Now we've got to be able to position ourselves to pick off anything coming our way. Now, these forests here are excellent to foray forth and sally forth. Looks like we've got a lot, but actually what we want to do is we want them to come to us so they get tired out. We want to be able to strike them in the flank when they do that. So I think we'll shift our forces to this left flank here. We've got this nice crop of trees here and some good raised positions. As you can see, look at the gullies and the sort of the hills here, these hillocks. Remember, they're coming to us, so we've got to stay out of range of those mortars. It's absolutely vital that we do. Now, let's get our guns. We don't have many guns, but we've got guns. Actually, we can go on top of this mound here. Okay, that's a good position to start from. Now, I think we will set up one set of cavalry to be able to strike into the flank of them. We're going to use our light cavalry to do that. They're hidden. The rest of the force is going to be here. We've got to hold this. I cannot emphasize enough how difficult this is going to be to hold this, but we've got to do it. Now, our most experienced regiment here is the 4th. So they're going to hold the vanguard here of the defence. As you can see, look at the undulations here. Look at the undulations of these hills. Up and down into a valley, up again, down into a valley, up again, down. Look at this undulating, uneven terrain here. Could prove valuable to us or a hindrance. The 3rd regiment, again, on the right here. And then another of our experienced units, the 2nd regiment, on the left. Oh, look at that, the Knights of St. John banner fluttering there, sir, in the breeze. In the cool breeze. Look at that, wonderful to see. Ah, the 5th. Let's put these gentlemen here. Can we actually get any reserves? We'll probably use our cavalry as the... If we had fire by rank, this would be over in a second. It really would. Our general who was fought bravely, sir, and overseen. Gentlemen, please. We've got a good, well stretched out line here. Whom else do we have here? Well, could we keep any in reserve? We do indeed, sir. 3 regiments still in reserve. Excellent to see. I think we'll keep some of them back as a counter battery or counter charge. Gentlemen, not acceptable. We have the 9th regiment here on the extreme right. On the extreme right. I think we'll keep these gentlemen in the back here as the... Gentlemen, please, this is not a democracy. And here on the left we'll have these just as a counter-charging measure in case we need to counter-charge. We're also going to bring these 2 cavalry, 1st and 2nd regiments. Can we possibly catch them on the flanks here? Hidden here, and also the 2nd regiment here. We've got to use everything at our disposal here. As you can see, our line stretch, we've got 2 regiments in reserve. We've also got 2 cavalry. We're also going to possibly hedge our bets here and try and strike them in the flank with the light horse. Let's begin the fight. Look at that, they're moving around here, these auto camel nomads. In your own time, please, gentlemen. Scratching your neck, sir, will not win this war. Clearly, there it is. Oh, excellent shooting there, sir. Patience, my friends. Patience will pay off here. We must maintain discipline. If they want to walk, that is absolutely fine, but we are not, and I repeat, not moving out towards them. Remember, they don't know we've got the cavalry here. This is hidden. And also, these gentlemen here, these camel nomads, are actually... Come on. Oh, well done, sir. My compliments to the chef. Return your fire. Now they don't know. They're going to probably think they're going to strike into our flank here. Steady, lad, steady now. Remember, we're just waiting out, biding our time here. If the garrison of these deities more want to come attack us, that is fine by me. Look at that, we can absolutely jump these here eventually. Must maintain our discipline here. We must maintain our discipline here. Got to keep the pressure on them here. Oh, well shot, sir. They're obviously going to try and combine their power here. Steady, lad, steady now. Hold the line. Oh, well, look at that, straight through. We'll pick them off all day if that's how they want to play it. They come. Here they come, here they come. Hold, lads, hold. Hold, hold. Hold, gentlemen, hold. Get out of there. Now they know we're here. Not a request, gentlemen. Not a request. We'll get away them here past and we're going to strike them right in the flank. We've got these camel nomads here. Steady, gentlemen, steady now. We've got still got the light cavalry here. We are going to be using them. Not quite. Not quite. That's it. Come on, lads. Give them nothing, lads. Take everything. That's more like it, gentlemen. Hold the line. Hit them hard, lads. Don't give them anything. Excuse any noise in the background, my friends. But you can probably guess whom that is. Come on, break along the lines now, lads. Break along the line. Swarm over them, lads. Come on, take everything from them. This is ours, Tripoli will be ours. Come on now, lads. Gentlemen. Come on, take them all. I'm going to unify the cavalry force now into one. Kill these arm populace. Show them that resistance is futile. What the blazes? We have destroyed them, sir. Shattered. Let's take care of these. What an absolute wondrous fight this has been. We shall carve out an empire, sir. Charge! Keep firing. They're shattered. We've utterly destroyed them, sir. And with it, the hopes of the Barbary States ends here. Yes, what a fight, my friends. What a victory that was. What a wonderful, wonderful victory that was for us. And the last bastion of Barbary State tyranny ends here, sir. We lost 265 men. We got 187. Look at that. We lost everything. Everything. That was an amazing fight for us. It really was wonderful. Look at that. They got absolutely blitzed. Okay. Went back against the Ottomans. I'm not sure why he's got -5 movement campaign range. They seem to be hitting us pretty hard here. But, oh, goodness me. Goodness me. 5981 here. 1550. We have to take a little bit of a hit there, haven't we? We've got to try and keep this up as best we can here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to send this sloop to Sahara through the Americas into the East Indies. Let's try and get that trade up and running as high as we possibly can here. Possibly to 4,000 if possible. That was magnificent, it really was. If Tripoli falls to us, 117 here, which I think we can improve on. As you can see, that is pretty badly damaged there. But I think what we'll do is we'll allow our bank reserves, as it were, to swell a little here. We bring Tripoli under our control. We will then have finally unified all of this. Let's have one last turn, my friends, before we end this episode here. Whew, what a fight that was! That was magnificent. Then we'll have a direct land route here into the Ottomans with trade possibly. Would that then free up one of these ports here? And we'd also have an extra port here as well. Right, let's end the turn here. See what happens. Austria. United Provinces. Spain. Now, ooh, Spain is building up a significant army there, sir. And they've moved away. That's fine. They have moved a massive army there, possibly going to take Morocco. There's a chance they're going to take Morocco. If we could get trade with Spain, we could absolutely have land trade with Spain. It would be phenomenal. And again, the reason why we're sort of waiting through these Ottoman turns is to find out in case anything significant happens. Remember, they are a key trading ally with us. We have to make sure the Ottomans stay relatively healthy as best we can, because if they don't, we can then switch our trade to somebody else, especially if Spain takes Morocco. What a wonderful, wonderful take that would be if they do. It really would help us. I know that we wanted it, but I'd rather have a strong ally in inverted commas than having it instead. That really would be absolutely wonderful, it really would. I know that would put Spain on our back door, as it were, but still. We could take Tripoli. Because Spain really has launched a sizable force there into Gibraltar. And that really would significantly increase our holdings there. Ah, here they come. The Ottomans just merely reinforcing different sectors. Oh, that's a huge. Where were they going with that? They've quite clearly landed somewhere. That was significant force they've moved into somewhere here. They've obviously upgraded Greece as well by the looks of it. Looks like they're upgrading the town centre Russia, retreating from the Mediterranean, but then coming back in again, possibly Sweden, Maratha Confederacy, New Spain, who we hope can remain still afloat, of course with Spanish help, the Mughal Empire, Venice, whom I believe they've got quite the war with Spain going on, so who knows where they're going. Dagestan, Courland, and pirates. So Barbary States, looks like we're going to be starving the Barbary States out here. 2 more turns till surrender. And have we brought any of this under control? Indeed we have, sir. Oh yes, we can then open up the tax here from that. Look at that, 1998. And we've got the 7531. What a wonderful sight. Plus -1 to morale in battles. What? No sense of shame. -1 at lower classes. This is unbelievable. What's happening here? They're just giving us some terrible traits, but still we're trying to manage through it. Oh, come on, gentlemen. We can surely crush these fiends here once and for all. Look at these here. They come out to us. Look at these 8-inch mortars. But look at the size of the Spanish force here. Oh, all conscripts. And what about here? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Now that, my friends, is a formidable force. Royal Halberdiers. Oh, Walloon Guards. Mercenaries as well. What a wonderful sight. Austrias Regiment. That is a formidable. I've got a feeling they might be going for Morocco here. I've got a strong suspicion they're going to move towards Morocco. I've just got that feeling in my bones, because why would you put those armies suddenly into the field, unless they're going to go for Portugal? But why would you put them in Gibraltar? I think they might be going to hit Morocco. But I'm going to end this episode here, my friends, and what an eventful episode it has been. It really has been an eventful episode here, in terms of us achieving our ultimate goal, which is to unify all of the Barbary states under the Knights of St. John flag. That is almost within reach. It is almost within a hair's breadth of our reach here. And then maybe we can bring this under control. We can start to improve the economy and really dig in, because we've already got a sublime port here, a sublime port here. That's going to give us a pretty significant tax income. We've already increased the tax here in Algiers, which has allowed us to bring in 473. Growth is already going here quite significantly. Only 22 turns until Beja here is another town. Now that might give us a possibility of putting a school in Algiers, and that is going to give us technology. What about in Tunis here? 62 turns for Kesserine. That's going to take a long time. Tatooine here. But we've got another trade port here as well. Our trade is actually going up significantly here to 3779. So that gives us a nice income, and also when the other shipper reaches, we should get over to 4,000 trade income, which will give us 7,000 here to our projected income. And expenditure should be still 4977, because of course we'll gain another territory, but keep our sort of outgoings the same. But the ships that are going to the trade nodes are actually paying for themselves, so that's absolutely fantastic. But my friends, we are... Oh, look at that, New Spain have got Corsica. Oh, wow. France hasn't really done much else. They've still taking a hit here. Looks like the Netherlands are fighting back. But my friends, we're going to end this episode here. We've enjoyed it. I'd like to thank all of you once again for all your fantastic advice, your wonderful advice. You really have helped absolutely mould and shape this campaign. You really have. So thank you for all your wonderful support, all strategies, your advice. As soon as we get some more naval forces, some more combat forces up, some more military forces up, we will definitely start renaming not only generals, but I know many of you wanted regiments to be renamed, and also we got 2 admirals on the books as well, looking for placement as well. So definitely that's going to be happening. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please comment, like, and subscribe. And please keep your comments coming down below, my friends. They have been absolutely phenomenal. The support of this campaign has been mind-blowing. It really has. It's just been absolutely mind-blowing. So I'd like to thank all of you for that as well. But keep your comments coming down below, no matter what they are. Get them down there, my friends. If you want renaming, if you any strategy, any advice you've got, depending on what's happened in this episode, please let me know. But until next time, my friends, and I hope you're having a great week, whatever's happening. And please be safe. But and if you want a 4th episode of this campaign, please let me know as well in the comments, and I'll do that for you as well. But until then, my friends, bye for now.